A half-paralyzed girl suddenly discovered that the medicines she'd been taking for the past 18 years had a hidden label stuck beneath the bottle. Someone had covered up the real name. She didn't tell anyone and, as always, kept taking the pills her mother gave her. But that day, for the first time, a line of doubt crossed her mind. As soon as her mother left the room, she slipped the pill out of her mouth and stared at it for a long time. A question echoed in her head. What medicine is this, really? Chloe was a brilliant girl, but her lower body was paralyzed since birth. Between asthma and diabetes, her mother was her whole world, so she never questioned her. One evening, while her mother was busy on the phone, Chloe secretly ate the chocolate she wasn't allowed to have. Later that night, she casually asked, "Mom, what medicine is this?" Her mother smiled and said, "Maybe the pharmacy made a mistake." That smile was enough to silence Chloe's doubts again. The next day, when she lifted the bottle and looked underneath, her breath caught. The name written there was her mother's. That night, she didn't take the pill. After her mother fell asleep, she opened her laptop, but the internet suddenly went out. In the morning, her mother asked in a calm voice, "What were you looking at last night?" And in that instant, Chloe realized her mother already knew. When her mother went outside to water the flowers, Chloe called the pharmacy. They told her that her mother had just called a few minutes earlier. Trembling, she dialed a random number for help. The person on the other end said, "That red pill, it's for heart disease." But Chloe's pills were green. Now she was sure something was terribly wrong. The next day, using a movie trip as an excuse, she went to a nearby pharmacy. The pharmacist took one look at the pills and said, "These are muscle relaxants for dogs." Chloe's world shattered. Just then, her mother arrived, and in panic, Chloe had an asthma attack. Terrified, the mother decided to erase Chloe's memory, to end it all once and for all. But when Chloe regained consciousness, she escaped. A taxi driver tried to help her, but her mother caught up and dragged her back to the basement. There, Chloe found a file, a Stanford University admission letter, her photographs, and a death certificate that said Chloe died 2 hours after birth. Nearby lay a missing child poster from the same date. Everything became clear. Her mother's real baby had died. She had stolen Chloe from the hospital and poisoned her so she'd never be able to run away. Chloe looked at her with pure hatred. Her mother grabbed the machine, ready to erase her memory again. But before she could, Chloe swallowed the poison herself. The mother rushed her to the hospital. Chloe survived, but was placed under psychiatric supervision. Months later, the mother returned to kidnap her again, but a nurse noticed the note. Security arrived. The mother pulled out a gun. At that moment, Chloe's legs twitched. She stood up and the gun went off. The mother fell. Years later, Chloe walked with crutches. Every few months, she visited the hospital to see the woman who could no longer speak lying silently on her bed.